Back in the book segment tonight, how popular is Hillary Clinton? New Wall Street Journal NBC News poll says 44% of Americans have a somewhat positive or very positive view of the former Secretary of State. 36% very or somewhat negative, 19% neutral. How can you be neutral on Hillary Clinton? When asked for a point of view on Hillary Clinton as president, 51% say she would be a return to the policies of the past. 44% she would provide new ideas. 5% have no idea what country they live in. Joining us now from Los Angeles, Democratic analyst Leslie Marshall. And from Washington, Daniel Halper, author of the book Clinton, Inc. So are you surprised by those numbers for Mrs. Clinton, Mr. Halper?
I'm not completely blown away, but I think what's bad about these numbers for Mrs. Clinton is that they show a trend. When she left the State Department, she was the most popular politician in America. She's lost that edge, and that's going to come back to her. She's losing the edge without even a campaign against her, and I think it signals trouble ahead for Mrs. Clinton.
Now, Leslie, when you heard her today saying that she wasn't going to let anybody look at her server, what popped into your mind?
Oh, Bill, I'm probably in the major minority here because I know a lot of Democrats don't even agree with me on this. But I don't feel there's any there. I don't feel this is going to take Hillary Clinton down. I don't think that she and certainly her husband are that stupid. And certainly you can retrieve the emails on servers on the other end. Now, I'm not going to work for Google tomorrow, and I don't think Hillary Clinton was either when she was Secretary of State. But I don't think this is going to take her down, and I don't think this is as big an issue outside the Beltway as the poll that you just referred to shows from yesterday.
Well, look, you kind of dodged the question, Leslie. She's not going to let people look at her server unless she's compelled to do so, and that'll be a big legal brouhaha. And that seems to be okay with you. You're trusting her, right?
I don't have a problem with her keeping personal and private emails.
Okay, so then any politician,
she is a private citizen.
Any politician or any appointee to the federal government could do the same thing. Could use their private email and then could say, you know what, I'll make the decision about what I hand over to my department. Anybody could do the same thing, and that's okay with you, Leslie? Is that really okay with you?
Again, anything that she did as Secretary of State.
No, I'm talking now in general. If she can do it, everybody can do it. Is that okay with you, Leslie Marshall?
Technically, everybody does have a right as a private citizen to do that,
okay,
Bill.
So it is okay
and we
with
have
you.
Courts of law that can issue subpoenas
Leslie,
for every politician to turn them over.
I just want you to know what you're saying. All right? This is what Leslie Marshall is saying. It's okay with me, Leslie, that any politician or appointee have a private email system in which they conduct public business and they decide what the public can see. I think that's pretty astounding. Now, Mr. Halper, do you believe that Hillary Clinton's performance today, and that's what it was, is going to damage her with the nonpartisan people who are going to decide the election of 16?
I think it will, because I think the problem with Hillary Clinton is that she has various problems within the Democratic base and with the Republican base. Remember, Bill, she lost in the 2008 election because Democrats didn't vote for her.
Yeah, but 86% in the NBC poll, Mr. Halper, say they'll support her. I think it was 86% of Democrats. So she's going to get the Democrats. Kirsten Powers says she might stay home, and maybe some of them will.
Well, that's key. That's key, because I think Mitt Romney lost the election because a lot of people did stay home.
That's true.
And so if Republicans can convince enough people to just stay home that Hillary Clinton, that neither choice is very good, then that's a boon to the Republicans. And so it's not crazy that this will hurt her in the long run, but it's a long election, and these kind of hiccups, you don't know exactly how they'll play out.
No, but this isn't going to go away. If she doesn't let anybody look at her server, it's going to be out there. Now, researching your book, did you come to admire Mrs. Clinton?
There were aspects of her that I came to admire. I found that various people who know her well seem to like her a lot more than, for instance, today's appearance would suggest. Today, she seems sort of cold and a little aloof. People who know her tend to like her, and I found that pretty surprising, especially given performances like this one that we saw, which was just baffling.
Would you vote for her, Mr. Halper?
I'm not so sure. We got to see who the choices are after all.
Right,
but
so
it's probably not likely. I am conservative. I'm right of center, so I can't. It's not likely, but we don't know who she's running against, and it's just premature to start doing it.
So
now.
Leslie, you know, she already has your vote in California, which she really need because California is going to vote for any Democrat no matter what. So, you know, doesn't that make you feel like marginalized, Leslie, that your vote doesn't matter, it doesn't care?
That my vote doesn't count?
Yeah, you can go roller skating on Election Day, go to the beach, doesn't matter.
I don't feel that way at all.
No?
I don't feel that way at all. As a matter of fact, I agree with Daniel that, and if you listen to him, he's not saying he won't vote for her. What is he saying? That she might be the lesser of two evils depending on who is the Republican nominee.
If I run against her, then everybody will vote for her.
There will be women who are Republicans who vote for her based on gender.
All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. In fact, the tip of the day, how the media